Mishpan 5 a Ushteshpa Omine 1 was cracking though. This is gonna be a part 2 to 23 years in a gang. Where I left off was basically in junior high, and I'm not gonna go too much into it because I'm gonna write a book, so it'll spoil the whole book. But I'm gonna kick it off like this. When I was right there in junior high for 8th grade, there was uh, there was one Sultan boy, um, which is Baby, and there was a Loma boy, two Loma boys. There was 5150 and Ariel. Um, After that, it was only myself, Little Shags from El Rio, and then I had a few fools that kicked it with us. Like had a friend named. As a matter of fact, there was another homie named Hera Flores, and he was actually a soldier. He was actually pretty down for his shit. And there was another kid named Alex. Um, Alex ended up telling on me, and I found out years later the arresting officer, because he got arrested inside school. The arresting officer pretty much admitted that he spilled the beans on whatever happened, that got him there. But that's a whole nother story. Um, so to get right into it, um, all the kids left, all the 8th graders left, all the big fools left, and it was just nothing but people my age now, and we started, being aggressive with them, like nobody. I was a little too big for my age. I was a little too grown for my age, and everybody else was really really small. So when it came down to me, there was not a lot of people that really wanted to run the fade. But with my homeboys were their size, they'll run their fades. Like we kept on going at it with this dude named Matthew, and I remember having my homeboy Hera Flores. He told me that they cracked him. They socked Hera when they were walking. I don't know where, somewhere in the school. I forgot exactly the location. But well, I told him, well, let's go back over there, and once we're back, I want you to hit them. And if they try to hit you back, all of us would jump in. There was like 5 or 6 supporters, sympathizers with my cause. So we all went, and we're going to a different period. The bell rang. We're going to the next class, and we see Matthew. Hera goes from behind and just starts cracking on, bing, bing, bing. And he tells him El Rio gang. It's junior high school, bro. So not everybody's hardcore in junior high school. I mean, there's little kids. So Matthew, he didn't say nothing, and I even doubt that he even became a gang member later on in life, because I never seen him in juvenile halls. I never seen him in county jail, prison. Never heard of him afterwards. But when we were in junior high, he was one of them. And one day after school, there was gonna be a fight. Uh, One of the kids that is now on death row, he got into a fight with the Loma Boy Ariel, and they went at it 1-on-1, and the kid that is now on death row, he beat him up. And then there was this dude, Emmanuel. He used to kick it with us as far as people that didn't like Corona Chiques. And he went to high school and became a Corona Chiques gang member. I don't know exactly how that happened, but he did. And he came after school. He was already a freshman in high school. He brought a couple of his friends, and they wanted to watch the fight. So there was a bunch of people there. It was 20, 30, after school fights. Everybody's there. So I was right there, a couple of my friends. And there was this resident dude that didn't like Corona Chiques, but he was a little older. He was in high school, and I remember Manuel disrespecting my hood. He used a derogatory term to identify, to disrespect gang members identified as a real gang members. And before I could even trip on it, say anything, the resident that lived right down Hill Street, he's not affiliated, but he just didn't like Corona Chiques. There was a lot of people like that. They weren't necessarily in a gang, but they didn't like Corona Chiques. So he grabbed Manuel by the neck, He grabbed him by the neck and pinned him to the wall. And he tells him, "What the fuck did you say, you stupid motherfucker?" And he's just right there tripping it. And he's a little older, So now, now these dudes are feeling the way I was feeling. This guy's older. Like, what are you doing, fucking with somebody younger than you? You know what I mean? So Manuel didn't say nothing. He was just, I could see his veins like popping and shit. This was fucking choking him. And the kid that is now on death row, he spoke up for him. He was always smart. He was always smart, and he was really social. And he spoke up. He was outspoken. He was like, "Hey, well, that's what we claim. That's what we claim. How are you gonna tell us not to say what we claim?" So the resident let him go. They split up, and we left. The Juras came, as a matter of fact. The Juras came, and we all ran. Everybody ran. And after that, there was a few more incidents. But I'm not gonna get too much into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip and just go straight into high school. It was funny. It was funny because it goes like this, right? There's Wainimi High School, which is in South Oxnard. Channel Islands High School, which is more towards the east, southeast. And then there's the New Oxnard High School, which is all the way in the north. So people that want to hate junior high, they transfer to either Oxnard, Channel Islands, or Wainimi High School. And the geographic goes like this. All the barrios that get along back in those days went to Wainimi High School, South Side, Soul Town. I had my primo there and two more homeboys, so there was four Rio boys, a homie from Squires. It was just mixed with a bunch of people that didn't like Colonia Chiques, And back then, the barrios weren't going at it like they are right now. Channel Islands, anything else in the city of Oxnard except for Rio Mesa was all Colonia Chiques. And the reason why I say it's funny is because we're being oppressed in junior high, because we're the minority. There's only a little bit of people that don't claim that barrio, or they got more sympathizers, family members, whatnot, right? But everybody that went to, all the gang members that went to Oxnard and Channel Islands, they continued on being gang members from the respective barrio, right? But the ones that went to to Wainimi High School, they stopped. It was weird, bro. Like, I was just like, damn, now you know how I was feeling, motherfuckers, and you're stopping, now you know what the fuck is going on. There was this dude, he ended up having a kid with one of my homeboys, primas, and he used to claim Colonia Chiques in junior high school, right? When I got to high school, he wasn't claiming no more. And he was part of a party crew, He formed a party crew. And to me, that was weird. I was like, I always thought he was gonna be like a hardcore gang member for Colonia Chiques, But he stopped for whatever reason, And there was no Colonia Chiques in high school at all, in Wainimi High School. There was some that are gang members now, but when they were there attending that school, they were not claiming. And what would happen though, they would come after school and catch people when they're walking home. You see, I had a few incidents where we're walking on C Street, the enemies pull up and fucking they recognize me from school, from junior high, and fucking I was with one of my friends named Jesse, a rest in peace porno guy, and my homeboy Oscar G. He used to be from the hood, you know. He used to clean the hood. And when they came, I thought they were just gonna want to get down, you know. And they pulled up like it was like three or four of them in a car. And when they pulled up, I was like, hell yeah, you know. I knew two of them from school. I didn't know the other one, you know. And fucking, they showed a knife. They brandished a knife. When they did that, my friend Jesse said, "Get bricks." So that was like one of the things. Like everywhere you're walking to, you have to like see where all the bricks are at in the pads, you know, and whatever rocks, bricks, whatever you can get, you know, sticks, whatever you could find. So we ran and we grabbed some bricks, but my homeboy Oscar G stayed right there. He was on a bike, so he was like on the street thinking, oh, they're gonna stop and get off and get down with us. But they didn't stop. They fucking just that fool went flying. So we start running over there, and they just hit and run. So I don't know if they thought they killed him or whatnot, but that fool was on the floor, and he couldn't get up, and they took off. They took off and fucking. That's what started everything. That's what started us going at it like full throttle with them back and forth, and that was a transition, you know, from being a kid that is scared to hit somebody, you know, like in junior high, I didn't picture myself like really actually like shooting somebody or stabbing them and fucking just nothing of it, you know. But by that time, I was already a freshman in high school. Like my mind had already evolved to the point where it's the norm. That's what people do, you know. That's what gang members do. So that's what I'm gonna do as well, you know. So that was what triggered everything, you know. That's how we started like going on gang banging expeditions and actually trying to hurt people. You know what I mean? Um, Another occasion that took place when I was right there in Wyoming High School. Well, as a matter of fact, I got kicked out from Wyoming High School and I started going to Gateway. Gateway was continuation school, you know, and my primo picked me up, and there was a homie from Sioux Town in the car, and my other homeboy Jesus. We're all in my car, right? And then we go right there by Wyoming High School, and I see some hyena that I recognize from when I was attending school right there. So there was a car coming, and I told my cousin, "Don't trip. Look, when that car passes by, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna talk to her, so she can get some friends and we can kick it, you know, come pick her up later on after school or whatnot." So the car stopped right next to us, and they started banging the enemy's hood, you know. So the only thing I had was a soda. So I get off, I jump off, and I threw a soda at them. A can, you know, was full. So they leave and they come back, and Jesus gets off, and the homie from Sultan gets off as well. We told my cousin to just kick it in the car because there was only two of them fools, you know. So we're walking towards the car, and they start speeding up, you know, like they start coming fast, bro. And we're thinking they're gonna stop, but they don't. They just go head on into my primo's car. Totaled it right there. They reverse, they take off, you know, and around that same time, my homeboy Spider and one of my ex homeboys, man, is I think it was the same day they got arrested for attempted murder in North Oxnard, and then somewhere over there in Squires, the homie Snoopy and Stony got shot by enemies. So there was a lot of shit going on in the city of Oxnard at that time, you know. And that's what just made everybody snap, you know. I'm speaking for my crowd. That's what made us snap, you know, because other riders they were already going at it. But that was a transition we had into being like hardcore gang members. Like now we're out to fucking get people, you know what I mean? And so I go to juvenile halls. When I get to juvenile halls, you know, there was this dude from Corona Chiques. He had came back from CYA. I don't know if he did 2 years or whatnot, but he was 18. I was 15 years old. And he disrespected the barrio, So I went over there to where he was at, and we get down. He won. He got the best of me. Um, they throw me in the lockdown unit, and they sell me up with two of my homeboys. So they tell me like right here, fool, like every time you come out, it's gonna be like you have to fight. Like there's no such thing as fucking just kicking it. Like that shit doesn't happen right here. So I was like, man, that's cool. Fuck them. You know. So I come out, I get into a fight. I come out, I get into another fight, and then they put me on temp seg, which is segregation for fighting too much. Like you fight 3 times, and they won't let you out for like a month, and then you can come out again a few times, and then you'll get slammed down again for like a month. But when I was on temp seg, they brought a dude from Camarillo. He had got down in the other unit, and they put him in my program to shower together. So when I came out, there was some shit going on in the streets where it became barrio pleito, and we caught wind, and he pretty much didn't deny it. So when he came out, I hit him up. He said it's barrio, and I just took off on him. I started taking off on him, and for whatever reason, like he didn't do that good. Like he didn't fight back too much, and it was weird because I was only 15 and he was already 18. And I beat him up, and he was bigger than me, so I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I mean, I know I ain't got that much fucking hands, but that's what happened. And after I got off from juvenile halls, my whole life changed. People started dying. There was a lot of shootings back and forth, and juvenile halls is what really changed my life because before before I went to juvenile halls as a kid, uh, I still had that fear in me, like that fear of not knowing. Like, I'm down to fight. Everybody knew that. I was always down to fight. But just the fear of the unknown, like what's gonna happen, how will this shit go? Like, I had the vision I had of juvenile halls was more like Hollywood, like what you see in the movies. Like, I was expecting big old riots and fucking a lot of tears. And when I get there, it's like so different, bro, than what I thought it was gonna be. I was like, oh my god, like what the fuck is this? Like it's a little SL. Um, I got nothing but enemies here. Like, but I started fighting. I started doing good. I never turned down no face. I rushed everybody that I had to rush, and the fear of the unknown left. It was gone. I've never felt any type of unrest of going to jail from that day on, and that's what really paved the way for me becoming like a hardcore criminal, if you want to call it that. We'll get into that later. I'm not gonna call myself no hardcore criminal. I'll let you decide because now, today, I don't do crimes. I don't go breaking the law. I don't do none of that. I'm just I'm just here to let you know my story and everything I went through, and you decide for yourself. For those that want to get help, you decide, and I want you to be educated on a lot of things that I'm going to be educating concerning the law, just rules that you should know about in being in gangs, who to watch out for, and everything I'm going to be putting you up on game on. You would respect it more if you know what I went through and what I've been through, and my involvement in the gangs. Like that, you can know it's coming from a person that has done it. So with that being said, that's gonna culminate this episode, and I'm gonna have a few more episodes on on this. It's gonna get a little more juicy for the next few episodes, and then I'll start doing like a Q&A. I'll start. I'll continue with the mission I have for this channel. But as of right now, that's it for this time. Everybody have a good night. Wali Yawali, Tlasu Kamati.